Tony Tiger set the table just as fast as you are able.
Hey, Tony, can you teach me that?
Nothing to it, little lady, once you learn the ropes. First, put a tiger on your team with Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. These big, crisp flakes of corn with a toasted-in sugar frosting have good food energy. A Tony Tiger set the table just as fast as you are able.
Bowl, milk, sugar, frosted flakes are great. Tony, what happened?
Yeah, skip it.
Once upon a time, there was a witch who, out of all the witches that ever lived, was the worst witch of all. She was a very ugly old hag, and because of that, she hated everything that was beautiful. Every time she came to a thing of beauty...
How dare you sit there and smell good?
She'd cast a spell upon it.
Turn to seed, be a weed.
Day after day, she would wander around the countryside casting her evil spells. Then one morning, as she was changing cute little white rabbits into bats...
Wiggle your little pink nose at me, will you? How do you like those apples? La, 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 la. Oh, that song. It's beautiful. Well, I'll fix that.
Following the sound of the voice, she soon came to a castle, and there, sitting in the garden, was a young princess, the most beautiful princess in the kingdom.
La, 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 la.
No!
A witch!
Good heavens, where?
Don't be silly, I meant you.
Me? Oh, yes, me. And I'm going to cast a spell on you.
A spell? What for?
For being beautiful.
Is that bad?
When you look like me, it is, honey.
And with that, the witch cast a spell upon the poor little girl, changing her into a horse.
Now you'll have to stay that way until a handsome prince comes along and kisses you, which will be Neversville, dear, because no handsome prince in his right mind will ever kiss a horse.
Oh, darn. I hate days that start out this way.
Alas, being a horse was quite a new experience for the girl, but she made the best of it by spending the next 6 months grazing in a nearby meadow and switching flies with her tail. Then, one day, as she was romping in a field, feeling her oats, a young prince and his lackey chanced to pass, and...
Look, Clyde, a wild horse.
Yes, sire, and isn't she a beauty?
Oh, I'll say. Look at those forelegs.
Fresh.
What'd you say, Clyde?
Nothing, sire.
I'll bet a fine animal like this can run like 60. I'll capture her and enter her in the big race next Saturday.
This was just the break Beauty had been waiting for. Now, if she could just think of some way to make the handsome prince kiss her, she would change back into a beautiful princess, which would make her very happy. The following Saturday, Beauty found herself at the track. But her mind wasn't on the race she was about to run. It was on the prince.
I wonder what makes her pucker up like that.
Must have eaten something sour, sire.
And then it was time for the race to start. Beauty was lined up at the starting gate with all the other horses, and... Beauty was off like the wind, and in no time at all had left the other horses far behind.
Come on, Beauty, come on.
Beauty flashed around the far turn, thundered down the home stretch. She seemed certain to win when suddenly, to the amazement of all, she slammed to a stop 5 feet in front of the finish line, cuddled up on the ground, and went sound asleep. The other horses thundered past, and she lost the race.
I hate to say this, sire, but I'm afraid that you got a sleeping beauty on your hands.
Yes, I noticed that.
The prince raced Sleeping Beauty again and again, but it was always the same. She would fall asleep just before crossing the finish line.
I'll just have to take her to Merlin Leroy, the wise guy. He'll know what to do.
Merlin Leroy was the wisest man in the kingdom, and when the prince explained the problem to him...
Don't worry, young man. You just leave Beauty with me for a few days. I'm certain I can get to the bottom of this sleeping business.
And Merlin went to work.
Now then, just relax and think back as far as you can.
Several days later, Merlin returned Beauty to the prince and assured him that he had solved the big problem.
It's very simple, lad. Beauty has a kiss complex.
What?
Tomorrow is the last big race of the season. Enter Beauty, and if she goes to sleep again, just kind of, kiss her on the nose.
Needless to say, the prince was quite confused, but he did as Merlin had instructed, and Beauty was in the big race the following day. Beauty was never in better form, and she ran like the wind. The other horses didn't have a chance, or so it seemed, but then, 5 feet in front of the finish line, seeing this, the prince dashed onto the track and kissed Beauty on the nose, and before his startled eyes, the horse changed into a beautiful princess. Of course, he lost the race again, but the prince didn't care. He was delighted with the beauty of the princess and quickly fell in love with her. And so, they were married, and the prince lived unhappily ever after. Yes, that's right, unhappily. For you see, even though Beauty was no longer a horse,
well, that mighty monarch of the seas, the SS Andalusia, is plowing on her way to Pottsylvania, home of the mysterious mooseberry bush. Little does Bullwinkle know as he basks in the sunshine that right beside him is the very bush our heroes are seeking, disguised as Sir Thomas Lippenborough's Uncle Chomley.
Nice day, ain't it? Must be beef. I say it's a nice day. He ain't beef, but he's pretty dumb.
Meanwhile, Rocky has started for a turn around the deck with Sir Thomas and Lady Alice, who bear a striking resemblance to his old enemies, Boris and Natasha.
Come on, Sir Thomas. This sea air is wonderful.
I say, slow down a bit, old plum pudding. We must catch a spot of bread, eh, what?
Okay. How's this?
But the pace that Rocky set was still too fast for the spies, and as much as they wanted to get near him, he was always just a little too far ahead.
Boris, I can't go on.
What's the matter?
My feet are killing me. I am used to high heels. The shoes are too comfortable. I can't stand them.
Come on, Sir Thomas.
Can't right now, old bean. Just remember, it's time for tea. Cheerio.
Okay, I'll see you later. Gee, he's a nice guy for a duke.
Back at the deck chair, Bullwinkle was still trying to start up a conversation with Uncle Chumley.
So the t'other fella says, "That's funny, you don't look Chinese." Ain't that a... Well, maybe not. Thinks he's so smart, won't even laugh at my jokes. Okay, don't talk. See if I care. You're just a sorehead, and I'll tell you to your face, too.
And Bullwinkle pulled away the handkerchief over Uncle Chumley's face.
Uh-oh. That there is a mighty sick uncle. Look at that face. It's green. Covered with little red spots, too. I wonder if he's catching.
A short distance away, Sir Thomas was gleefully boring holes in the bottom of a lifeboat.
Did I ever tell you, Natasha, I got a medal in drilling holes at USC?
University of Southern California?
No, Ukrainian Safecracking College.
Rocky! Rocky!
What is it, Bullwinkle?
It's Uncle Chumley. He's got a bad case of the red and green uglies and... Rocky, listen.
Just at that moment, a loud bell began to ring close at hand.
Lifeboat drill, take your stations, take your stations.
What is it, Rock?
It's lifeboat practice, Bullwinkle. Come on, this is our boat.
Mooses and squirrels first, women and children next.
Let's get in. Gee, it's getting foggy.
Little did our friends know that the voice on the speaker was that of Sir Thomas Lippenboroughs, who waited just out of sight with a pair of cable snippers.
Wait a minute. What about poor old Uncle Chumley?
Get him, Bullwinkle.
In an instant, the moose had grabbed the disguised mooseberry bush and dashed back into the lifeboat.
Don't worry, Uncle Chumley. You're safe with us.
Oh, he won't answer. Just sits there like a vegetable.
All set in number 5?
All set.
That's nice.
And the wily spy cut the cables holding the lifeboat on its davits.
Hey, help! Help!
Moose overboard!
And a moment later, Sir Thomas Lippenboroughs was waving farewell to the leaky lifeboat as it drifted away in the fog.
Cheerio, Moose. Goodbye, Squirrel. Peep, Uncle Chumley. Uncle Chumley?
Boris, what have you done?
Done? I've destroyed my own flesh and bush.
Well, our heroes have the mooseberry bush, but what good is it 1,000 miles from nowhere? Listen tomorrow for Adrift in the Mist or Fog Groggy.
And now...
Hey, Rocky! Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat!
But that trick never works.
This time for sure! Presto! Well, I'm getting close.
And now it's time for for another special feature.
Once upon a time, there was a family of 3 sisters. The elder sister, Prunelda, was remarkably ugly. You might think that she was the ugliest woman you'd ever seen until you saw the second sister, Grimessa, who looked even worse. With 2 such hags in the family, it was surprising that the third sister, sweet little Beat, was very pretty indeed. And how do you think that made her sisters feel?
Terrible!
And what do you think they did?
We treated something awful, of course.
As a matter of fact, sweet little Beat was so used to ill treatment that she took no notice of it.
Prunelda, you'll just ruin that poker. Fun's fun, Grimessa, but this isn't getting the floor mopped.
When the 2 sisters tired of thumping on little Beat, they played ball with her.
Okay, put her over.
Please, girls, I have to polish the silver.
Then, one day, as Grimessa was preparing another unpleasant surprise for little Beat, Prunelda burst in with exciting news. His Highness, Prince Fascinato, was searching for a bride to share his kingdom and his castle, where he now lived alone, attended only by his Prime Minister. The Prime Minister's job was to serve the prince in every way. This was difficult because the Prince Fascinato was invisible. No one could see him. If he picked up a bowl, you could see the bowl move. If he ate, you could see the food disappear, but you could not see where to. One day, the prince had said to his Prime Minister,
You know, Winnie, I should be married.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I'm not on the throne, Winnie. I'm over here.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty.
There must be a girl somewhere who can see me. You line up all the eligible ladies, and we'll see if any of them can make the grade.
So the Prime Minister had sent out word of the contest, and soon all the girls in the kingdom were in front of the castle waiting to see the invisible prince. Vendors were doing a brisk business in tip sheets and clues to what he looked like. Crystal balls were at a premium, and right at the head of the line were Prunelda and Grimessa.
First girl.
I see you. I see you.
His Highness isn't here yet.
Oh.
The rules are as follows. You must first tell what the prince is wearing on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Second, you must tell what his bowstring is made of.
Bowstring like in bow and arrow?
Correct. And remember, in case of a tie, duplicate princes will not be awarded.
If I guess those 2 things, he'll marry even me.
Even, you.
I could use that kind of a break.
And the Prime Minister pulled aside a curtain at one end of the room.
I see you, sweetheart. Let's get hitched.
One moment. What does His Highness wear on his shoulder?
A gold oak leaf cluster and a tattoo that says, Remember the Maine.
Wrong. Now, what is his bowstring made of?
Catgut.
Next.
The next contestant was Grimessa.
Yoo-hoo, honey. I see you.
Not me, madam. Him. What is on the prince's shoulder?
2 kumquats and a bald eagle with a flag in his mouth.
Next.
All day long, the girls of the kingdom tried to see the prince. Nobody succeeded. When the 2 ugly sisters returned home, they were very sad, of course. But when sweet little Beat announced that she was going to try...
What's so funny?
Prince marry a beat-up little peanut like you?
You're crazy.
Not crazy enough to stay in this house anymore.
You mean you're mad because we treat you so mean?
No, I just can't stand all that ugly anymore.
Ugly?
You know she's right.
So, sweet little Beat went to the palace and straight up to the throne.
Hey, you, where's the invisible prince?
You can see him?
Sure, I see him, but where's Prince Fascinato?
Oh, what's he wearing on his shoulder?
A rainbow.
Is that it?
It's close enough.
And what is his bowstring made of?
Is that his bowstring? Looks more like the Milky Way.
Your Majesty?
It's true. Oh, fair maiden, you're the one for me.
You're the prince?
Yes. Let us be wed. You will be my princess, live in my castle.
Yes, sweet little Beat was the only girl who could see Prince Fascinato. Her sisters who had followed her were amazed.
You see him?
Well, sure. Now, come on, let's go home.
But aren't you going to stay here and marry the prince?
Stay here? You forget. I've seen him. Believe me, he's uglier than you are.
You know she's right.
So the three sisters went home together and lived happily ever after, which of course points to a moral.
Yes. Be it ever so painful, there's no place like home.
That's a pretty strange-looking painting, Bullwinkle.
I just paint what I see.
Well, what do you see?
This is what I see. Hello, poetry lovers. Today's poem is a story of crime in the big city. Tom, the Piper's son. Boom, boom, boom. Tom, the Piper's son stole a pig and away he... Oop.
Police officer, what do you got in the bag?
It's a sort of a pig.
You got a permit to pack a pig?
Well, no, I...
Better come along with us.
You know it's a felony to pack a pig over a state line?
No.
Pig napping.
But it's a pig in a poem.
What, a pig in a poke, huh?
What poke? Poem. Pig in a poem.
Pig poem.
Not so pig, just about...
You making fun of the way we talk?
No, but it's catching.
Name?
I'm Tom, the Piper's son.
All right, Piper's son, what were you going to do with the pig?
Well, the poem says the pig was eat, but...
Gonna eat it, huh?
No.
On a platter, huh?
No.
Apple in its mouth like that?
Certainly not.
All right, Piper's son, you can go, but don't leave town.
Thanks. Can I have my pig back?
No. Evidence.
Darn.
One more thing, Piper's son.
What's that?
You got an apple on you?
And now it's time
for 5 or 6 baritone solos in the key of E.
But...
Ooh.
Now for another of our special features.
Should have tried E flat.
At the close of the 19th century, Canada was overrun with Canadians and smugglers. The best Canadian, but the worst smuggler was Snidely Whiplash. Whiplash and his band of smugglers were traveling through Canada as a band of musicians. Unfortunately, his music was very bad.
Of course it's bad. Not only are my boys tone deaf, but their instruments are filled with stolen furs.
Yes, that was how the arch-criminal smuggled furs out of Canada. But like all lawbreakers, he had yet to reckon with the mounted police. You are looking at the pride of that noble force, our hero, Dudley Do-Right. And this is Dudley Do-Right's horse. The apple of Dudley's eye was the beautiful yet unpredictable Nell Fenwick. Dudley loved Nell. Unfortunately, she loved his horse.
But, Nell, why won't you marry me?
Because you are too good, Dudley.
For you, Nell, I would rotten up.
The Mountie post was under the command of Inspector Fenwick, Nell's father.
Send Constable Do-Right in here and tell him to hurry.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, I did, Do-Right. Snidely Whiplash is attempting to smuggle furs over the border into the United States. I shall need an undercover man to join him and expose his evil plan.
Let's send Nell, sir.
My daughter, no, Do-Right. We have to send a mounted.
Then you go, sir.
I have to watch the store. You're the man, Do-Right.
But, Inspector, my reputation, Whiplash would never let me join him.
Yes, your record is spotless. We shall have to dirty it somewhat. Here's my plan. You shall commit a disgraceful act, get thrown out of the service, and become a bad guy.
Thus it was that 1 hour later, Constable Dudley Do-Right, the man who could do no wrong, set fire to the Alberta Hotel. Do-Right, are you responsible for this holocaust?
Why, yes, I am.
Well, congratulations, my boy. This hotel was condemned last year, and we've been wondering how to tear it down. You'll be decorated for this.
Do right, you idiot. Don't do right, do wrong.
Somebody blew up the dam! Would you mind holding this plunger until the police get here and arrest me?
Constable Do-Right has already admitted that it was he who dynamited the dam. Yes, in one brilliant stroke, the problem of irrigating our valley has been solved.
Do-Right, have you ever been assassinated?
But, Inspector, I have been trying.
Well, then don't try.
And that did the trick. At mess that evening, Dudley ate his peas with a knife, something no Mountie would ever do, and consequently was drummed out of the service with a dishonorable discharge.
Do right. You're a disgrace to your underwear. Good work, my boy. Now join up with Snidely Whiplash.
Farewell, Nell. Perhaps we'll meet again.
But, Dudley, why must your horse go with you? After all, you ate the peas.
Yes, but with his knife. Adios, Nell.
1 week later in a border town ballroom.
So you're a musician, eh?
Yes.
Can you read music?
No.
You're hired.
Dudley brought out an alpine horn and proceeded to captivate the audience. But during the 33rd chorus of Wabash Cannonball, the tuba player started spraying furs all over the bandstand.
Whiplash, the jig is up. You are under arrest. Drop that tuba.
And the tuba player did on Dudley.
In exactly 5 minutes, do right. My men, the furs, and I will be safely across the border. You too will be crossing the border at a much higher altitude.
4 minutes and 59 seconds later, Snidely Whiplash and his men were about to set foot across the border when...
Halt! You are under arrest.
Egad, do right. How did you escape?
I didn't, Whiplash. There are 2 of us. The one you left tied up back there in the shack was my horse, in a Dudley suit. And here he comes now! Good work, horse.
Good work, do right. You not only saved the furs and captured the smugglers, but you got their ringleader, Snidely Whiplash. Oh, no, you didn't.
Snidely, how did you escape?
There are 2 of us. Have you got your horse's knife on you, do right?
Yes, sir.
Then go eat peas. You've got to do it all over again.
Let's send Nell, sir.
We can't. She's not a Mountie.
Then you go.
Ready, Rock?
You sure you know how to work that thing?
No. Anyways, here's what it was supposed to look like.
Well, our heroes are all at sea, for Boris Badenoff has tricked them into a leaky lifeboat, cut the cables, and watched them drift away in the fog. Little does he know that the boys have taken the priceless mooseberry bush with them, disguised as an old gentleman named Uncle Chumley.
Hey, Bullwinkle, this boat is leaking.
You know, I got the same sneaky feeling.
We gotta find something to plug up the holes.
I got this one stopped.
Yeah, but what about that one?
You might lend a hand, Uncle Chumley, instead of just sitting there.
Bullwinkle, I got an idea.
What is it?
Stand on your head.
Is that your idea of an idea?
Quick, we can use your antlers as plugs.
Sure enough, as fate would have it, when Bullwinkle stood on his head, the points of his antlers just fit the holes in the bottom of the boat.
It's working, Bullwinkle. You stopped the leaks.
Shows what you can do if you just use your head.
Now all we have to do is wait for the SS Andalusia to find us.
I hope they hustle it up. My brains are getting soggy.
Don't worry, they'll pick us up in a couple of minutes.
Rocky wouldn't have been so confident if he knew more about the Andalusia, for she was under the command of Captain Peter Peachfuzz, the world's worst sailor. Even as a youth, Peter Peachfuzz had wanted to be a captain, but something always went wrong. At 18, Peter joined the Navy, where, due to his sailing through the Panama Canal in the wrong direction, he wound up in command of the only icebreaker in the South Seas.
Half ahead, port. Stand by to jettison the supercargo. Tippecanoe and Tyler, too. On the double.
His seamanship won him scores of medals, all donated by the enemy. And a nickname was bestowed on him by his grateful shipmates, Wrong Way Peachfuzz. After his military service, he assumed command of a smaller vessel plying the coastal waters. Then one day, a maiden aunt died and left him $100 million. Of course, Peter's first act was to buy the SS Andalusia and hire himself as captain. His second act was to run right into the Brooklyn Bridge.
Hard astern. Block that kick.
Next day, after he tried to sail the Andalusia up 42nd Street to Times Square, his officers held a special meeting.
He's a mutton-headed idiot. Couldn't command a boat in a bathtub. He's a bird brain. As a bird lover, I'll assent that.
Yes, gentlemen, he is an incompetent nincompoop. He really has only one qualification.
What's that?
He's the captain.
But we gotta do something.
I think I have a plan.
And so late that night, the officers watched as the ship's carpenter quietly disconnected the captain's steering wheel and telegraph. Of course, Peach Fuzz never noticed the change.
Well off! Hold that line!
But the ship was actually run from another set of controls on the lower deck. Unfortunately, while all the other officers were searching for our heroes, Captain Peach Fuzz made a wrong turn and wound up in the right room. The result was instant panic. The Andalusia spun around in circles and then started off at full speed in all directions at once.
Hear that, Bullwinkle? Won't be long now.
Hey, here we are!
Hokey smoke, Bullwinkle, get off! The steamer's heading right for us!
Look out!
And the tremendous bulk of the SS Andalusia swept past without even slowing down.
Boy, that was too close for comfort.
Yeah, if I ever catch the nitwit who's steering that boat, Nothing personal, you understand?
Look out, Bullwinkle! Here she comes again! This time she's really gonna run us down!
And sure enough, the knife-like prow of the huge ocean liner struck the lifeboat squarely in the middle. Don't miss our next episode, The Deep Six, or The Old Moose and the Sea.
Well, it looks as if our time is just about run out.
Mine must be a little slow.
You got the credits, Bullwinkle?
All on this itty-bitty card.
Happy day.
Happy day to you. But who are you?
I'm Mr. Pringle, and I have a big surprise for you.
What is it?
That's for you to discover.
Oh, my goodness. Potato chips. I can't believe it.
It's true, though. Pringle's newfangled potato chips. How do you like them?
I've never seen so many perfect-looking chips. Beautiful. They even stack together. And they taste as good as they look. How do you do it, Mr. Pringle?
We make our Pringles the newfangled way to stay fresh and unbroken. Fresh and unbroken in a crush-proof canister. That's sealed airtight for freshness. Reseals to stay fresh.
With this plastic lid.
And they're all stacked up to give you as many chips
as in this bag. And they taste so fresh and good. Thank you, Mr. Pringle.
Thank you for liking them.
The commissioner summoned me to his office to advise me that I had been selected as a police exchange student with Canada. Don't worry, sir. You can depend upon me to uphold the honor of the surety.
Very good, Inspector. Have a good trip.
At Mounted Police Headquarters, I received my first assignment from Commander Hotspur.
Now then, my good fellow, this is Two-Faced Harry. Boy, is he a vicious one? You are to apprehend this culprit without further ado.
Adieu.
I said without further ado. Away with you. Go, 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 go.
Being well experienced with the habits and haunts of criminals, I selected one of the town's most disreputable dives to start my investigation. Excuse me, stranger, but have you ever heard the name Two-Faced Harry?
It does kind of strike a familiar now. Know what I mean?
No, exactly what do you mean? A familiar note.
Yes.
He knows something. Hey, wait a minute! You know, you've got a real honest face. I am deputizing you to help me catch Two-Faced Harry.
Golly! That peachy keen. I've never had the honor of deputizing before.
You had better take this gun. Two-Faced Harry is a dangerous customer.
Golly!
Remember, shoot first, ask questions later.
have a question. Which is the safety?
No, don't shoot until I give you the order. Now, when I yell fire, fire. Fire! Fire! Fire!
I only did what you told me to.
Are you laughing behind my back?
No, sir. I'm laughing behind my back.
Aha!
Aha to you.
I'll kill him.
Golly, he's right behind us. They'll never catch us. We can roll faster.
Now that's what I call stretching things a little too far. Well, two can play at this game.
I think he's gaining on us. Abandon ship.
Surrender in the name of the law! I tracked this elusive criminal into Manitoba, where winter had set in.
Do you give up? Do you give up? Do you give up? Will your mind speak a little louder, please?
For the last time, stop, or I'll shoot.
Hold it, copper! Can't you see? We've come so far north, we've run out of scenery. This picture is over.
Son of a gun. Well, we'll just see about that, eh? Hey, you, cartoonist. I order you to cooperate with the law and put this mangy cur behind bars where he belongs.
I want my lawyer. You can't do this to me. I want my rights. Do you hear? I refuse to talk.
You see, the pen is mightier than the sword. It's a relief to know that I'll never have to look at a two-faced freak like you again. You said it, buddy. Who said that? Where are you? Whoever you are.
Bird. As a nursery school teacher, I like to give children an early start on the alphabet. As a mother, I think it's important to give my children a good start each day. So I start their day with alphabets. I found that alphabets is made with oats and corn and fortified with 8 essential vitamins. And my children really like those letter shapes. With post-alphabet cereal as part of their good breakfast, my children get a cereal they like and the nutrition I want for them.
Alphabets, the children's cereal a mother can like.
Look there, Sergeant. Asleep. Asleep on guard duty.
It's like I told you, Colonel. I don't think you can make soldiers out of those Gopher Indians.
Nonsense. I'll put some life into those Indians. I'll give them a rigorous course in Army man-to-man combat. Attention. Forward march. Hut, 2, 3, 4. Hut, 2, 3, 4. With this dummy, I shall demonstrate the art of self-protection. Imagine that this feather is a knife. The dummy is approaching me with knife in hand. Now, in slow motion and by the numbers, I will show you the arm block a soldier uses to protect himself. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this time at full speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. What did he say?
Him say no believe protection work on real person.
Aha! Bully! I shall demonstrate on ruffled feather. Here, hold this as if you were about to attack me with a knife. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop. Not a real stop. Here, stop it. Attention. Sometimes, as you have seen, the arm block does not always work. That's when we use the arm throw. I shall demonstrate in slow motion. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, watch again at full speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. What did he say?
Him say not believe arm throw work on his arm.
This time, he is in for a surprise.
But Colonel...
Come, Ruffled Feather, get set for the attack. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Something must have gone wrong. If all else fails, there is one foolproof method for protecting yourself against knife attack. We call it the body throw. I shall demonstrate. First in slow motion. Watch carefully. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, let me show you again at full speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. What did he say?
Him say body throw not work on him.
Oh, he did he? Well, we'll see about that.
Gee, Colonel, maybe you better let me demonstrate this time.
Stand aside, Sergeant. My body throw never fails. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, looks like those Gopher Indians have really got the Colonel up a tree this time. But you all be sure to watch our next adventure. The Colonel is sure to be down by then. See what I mean?
Have it your way. Have it your way. Have it your way at Burger King.
May I help you, sir?
2 Whoppers, 2 Whopper Juniors, and 4 Coca-Cola. And would I have to wait long if you made 1 Whopper with no pickle and no lettuce?
No, sir. Hold the pickle, hold the lettuce. Special orders don't upset us. All we ask is that you let us serve it your way.
Oh, well, in that case, could I have the other Whopper with extra ketchup?
Sure. We can serve your rolled beef Whopper fresh with everything on topper. Any way you think is proper, have it your way.
Now that's the way to do things, our way.
Have it your way. Have it your way at Burger King. At Burger King.
Full-size Chevy. That's a full-sized Ford. That Ford's got a 6. This Chevy is equipped with a V8. But did you know that Ford 6 is priced $147 more than this Chevy with a V8? So ask yourself, would you rather have the Ford or the Chevy? Simple.
Unless you don't care about money.
Get 6.9 financing during Chevy's year-end clearance. Length of finance contract is limited.
Hey, hey, hey! It's Fred Albert, and I'm gonna sing a song for you. And Bill's gonna show you a thing or two. You'll have some fun now with me and all the gang, learning from each other while we do our thing. Na, 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 gonna have a good time.
It's Bill Cosby coming at you with music and fun, and if you're not careful, you may learn something before it's done. So let's get ready, okay? Hey, hey, hey!
Call it, Bill.
Heads.
It's heads. Skins gets the first pick.
I pick Weird Harold. I take Rudy, Russell, Bucky.
Can I play?
Who said that?
Me, down here.
Oh, sorry, Pee-wee. We got enough guys.
Yeah, but if we need somebody 2'3", we'll call you.
Now, in case you don't know, that was a slam dunk. A difficult shot made famous by guys 7 feet tall. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them. But what's so great about being tall? You're always bumping your head on doorways, your pants are too small, and you can't ride in sports cars. Little guys always get the short end of things. I mean, have you ever heard of a cowboy riding small in the saddle? Now, you take Pee-wee over there, for instance. He's a real sharp little guy, but he made one mistake. He stopped growing too soon.
That makes it 8 million to 2, Bill. Hey, hey, hey.
You're crazy, Albert. It's 8 million to 4.
Okay, but you still don't stand a chance against us, man. Hey, hey, hey.
Come on, Albert. Quit hogging the ball.
Hey, Rudy, where are you going?
Home. I don't feel so good.
Guess we can't play no more, Bill. You lose. Hey, hey, hey.
I can take Rudy's place, Albert.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Pee-wee. Come on, Albert, let's play.
Come on, Pee-wee. Pass it.
Pee-wee, over here.
Back here, Pee-wee!
Sorry, Albert. I really blew that one.
Don't sweat it, Pee-wee. We're still ahead by 200 points.
To 4,006. Tie score, Albert.
You all right, Albert?
Hey, hey, hey! Hey, Pee-wee, where you going? The game ain't over yet.
I can't do anything right. I'm too small.
You can't quit now, man. The score's tied. Come on, Pee-wee, you can do it.
Okay. I'll give it one more try.
Come on, Pee-wee. Cheer up, man. We all make mistakes sometime. Hey.
Yeah, but for being so small, my mistakes sure are big.
You can say that again, Pee-wee. It's your fault that we lost the game.
Lay off, Pee-wee. Just 'cause he's small don't mean nothing. He can do lots of things you guys can't do.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like what?
Like tie his shoes without bending over.
Keep it up, Harold. I'm gonna tie one on your head without bending over.
Hey, man, that kind of jives make me nervous. I'm splitting.
Me too. My mom'd be awful mad if I came home with a black eye on my kneecap.
Now look what you cats have done, man. Pee-wee can't help it if he's small.
Yeah, Pee-wee's cool. So why don't you guys let up on him and try being his friend for a change?
Poor old Pee-wee really had a rough day yesterday. And it doesn't look like it's going to be much better today. I think all the little guys of the world have it rough. Here's an anthill. Now, you take ants. Now, they are really cool, man. I mean, we'll be eating a cookie or a piece of bread, slopping crumbs all over the place. And here come the ants. Clean the whole place up, hoisting up pieces of bread 14 times the size and dragging them clear across the sidewalk on the back. And in 5 minutes, the place that you messed up with your crumbs is picked clean by the little ants. And what thanks do they get? We just go around and cover up their holes. So you see, the little guys of the world have to put up with a lot of hassle.
What do you say?
Hi, Albert. What's up?
You and I are going to play some ball.
Nah, I'm no good at it. Besides, I'm tired of being laughed at.
Nobody's going to laugh at you because nobody's going to be there except you and me. Now, here's your chance to get in some practice and find out what you're good at.
I already know what I'm good at. Messing up.
Look, everybody makes mistakes and everybody's good at something too. Let's go find out what your specialty is. Hey.
Can I watch?
Sure.
But only if you promise not to laugh. I promise.
Here comes the wind-up. Hey, Pee-wee, hold that bat off your shoulder, man. Okay, here we go with the wind-up. And the pitch.
What are you laughing at? I got a piece of it, didn't I?
We're him and right field. Give a rookie a break and he don't know.
Don't worry about those clowns, man. We'll just forget about batting practice and try some pitching. Okay, Pee-wee, put one right over the plate. Try it again, Pee-wee. A little closer this time, if you don't mind. Move a little closer. Just a hair closer.
It's no use, Albert. I'm just not a pitcher.
Let's face it, Pee-wee, the only one position we have for you is shortstop. How about that? I almost got me 7 turkeys with 1 bullet.
Hey, you guys are interrupting my baseball practice now.
What's all this jive about baseball? We're here to discuss a man's game, football. So discuss, man, discuss. Look here, man, we hear you guys think you're some kind of bad dudes. We'll challenge you to the football championship of the world.
Yeah, so be at 12th and Madison in 1 hour, or we'll have to come and get you.
And bring your mascot along.
Man, those guys
guys are tough. We don't stand a chance.
They challenged us, though, so we gotta go through with it.
Don't worry. We can lick them.
What do you mean, we? Man, you can't go. You wouldn't last 5 minutes with those guys.
Yeah, but maybe. You're but too but short. Hey, Pee-wee, don't go away.
Wow, what a kick.
Pee-wee, my man, welcome to the team.
Do you really mean it?
Do we mean it? Man, if you can kick that cat during the game today, we're going to win.
I'm going home and get ready.
Me too.
What about you, Pee-wee? There's plenty of time to get ready. I've got some practicing to do first. Clear the area! Wow!
Hey, that little dude can really kick.
Those sneaks, they're trying to pull a fast one by bringing in a ringer.
What do we do now?
We're gonna bring along a secret weapon of our own.
Secret weapon?
Yeah.
Oh, that secret weapon. That's very cool, man.
Let's go, you guys. We got a couple things to take care of before the slaughter. Before the game this afternoon. Okay, Albert, you ready?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, hey! Hey, out of my way! Touchdown, we lead!
Hey, what's the score, man?
56 to 23. Our favor.
Guess it's time, then.
Time for what, man?
Time for our secret weapon. You turkeys don't stand a chance. What kind of secret weapon could you dudes have? Maybe they discovered a new way to cheat. Go ahead, turkeys, laugh while you can. Okay, Kong, come on out.
Hey, what happened to the sun?
There must be an eclipse or something.
Gee, he's bigger than you are, Albert.
Yeah, look at all them muscles. He doesn't scare me. What's that? Your stomach? All right, cut out the laughing and let's play ball.
Run, Kong.
Here he comes, Albert. Stop him. Hey.
Stop right there, Kong. Now touch the ball down.
Made another touchdown.
Hey, girl, what's the score?
It's 98 to 56, your favor.
Hey, Albert, you guys give up? We're ahead by 7 touchdowns.
We ain't giving up. Go ahead and kick off, man.
Hey, what did you do that for, Kong?
You told me to.
That's my big brother's ball, and if I lose it, he's gonna really whip up on me.
Take it easy. Cluck will get it for you.
Cluck? Who's Cluck?
Cluck is our pet duck. Quack, quack, quack.
Duck, don't jive me, man. I gotta get that ball out of there fast.
Cluck, go get the ball.
Hey, Albert, looks like your duck turned out to be a chicken.
Can you see anything, Pee-wee? What's wrong with Cluck?
His foot is caught in something, and he can't move.
Never mind that stupid duck. I gotta get my brother's ball. Hey, I'm stuck. Get me out of here.
Don't just stand there, Kong.
Man, there ain't anybody small enough to get into that little hole.
Hey, Pee-wee, I bet you could do it.
I don't know, Albert. That hole looks awful small.
Come on, man, you can do it.
Cunning clock. Be careful, Pee-wee.
Man, you guys are making me hungry. First you send in a chicken, and now you send it in a shrimp.
Oh, this ain't funny, man.
Hot, you're all right.
Nice going, Pee-wee.
Hey, where's Pee-wee? Pee-wee? Hey, man, are you all right?
I'm fine. Just had to go back for the ball.
Pee-wee, you are really cool, man. I ain't ever gonna make fun of you little dudes again. Short is beautiful, man. Of course, that doesn't go for you fat guys. See you later, Fat Albert.
Don't mind them, Albert. You got yourself 10 of the best friends in the world.
Hey!
Looks like my man Pee-wee is walking taller than ever now, even though he hasn't grown an inch. I guess it just proves that you can be short and still measure up to the bigger ones in every other way. And sometimes even outdo them. That's something to remember. So I wonder if I can still throw this whole thing. You know, when you get old, you forget a lot. Pee-wee!
Give
kooky guy. Come along and dig the chase with the pussycats in outer space. The pussycats in outer space.
I'll need a lot more practice before I learn to drive this crazy spaceship.
There's a planet on the radar scope.
Let me see. It is a planet. It could be Earth.
Earth?
Did you hear that, Bleep? It's Earth! Bleep, 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 bleep. Right, you can have your first hamburger like I promised. Bleep, 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 bleep. And potato chips, too.
Okay, Val. Which direction to Earth? North, south, east, or west?
I'll check the chart.
Who can tell directions in space?
I can. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick a direction and off we'll go. How's that?
Here, let me at the controls.
No, Alexandra! Watch out! You'll throw us off course.
Are you kidding? I've got this figured out.
No, not that one!
Hey, where are we going? We're going into a spin.
We're heading for Earth. Bleep, 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 bleep.
That's not Earth. It's a planetoid. And we're falling fast.
I can't look.
Let me try to bring us down.
I wonder where we are.
Boy, I wouldn't go out there for anything.
With all the purple dust, I can't see a thing. I'd better go take a look.
I'll go with you.
Purple smog. What's happening? All of a sudden, I'm so sleepy.
So am I.
I see you, Josie. Now cut that out or I'll...
Melody, wake up. There's something funny in...
Oh, I must have fallen asleep. Oh, me too.
We all fell asleep.
Did you dream of me, Alan?
What are we doing here?
Where's our spaceship?
We're in a city of some kind.
Yeah, but how did we get here? Maybe we walked in our sleep. I mean, I do it all the time, doesn't everybody?
I hope not. Someone brought us here.
But who? And why?
Let's have a look around and try to find out.
I think I'll go back to sleep. Wake me when you get back.
Come on, chicken brother.
Wow, what a city!
Somebody must live here.
Uh-oh. Somebody does, if you call that living.
Everyone's sleeping.
It's sleepy time town. We better wake him up.
Wake up, sir. Oops, pardon me.
Rise and shine. Come on now.
I hope a good rock number shakes them out of this.
It's nothing new for an audience to sleep through one of your gigs.
Hey, did you have yourself a day? Hey, did you live it all the way? All the way, every day. Hey, did you have yourself a day? Did you make it every day? It's really great every day.
They're either asleep or we've been insulted.
I don't think they're asleep at all. Not real sleep. There's something else behind this.
Look, they're waking up.
I was afraid of that. And I'm running out.
What are you doing here?
We're lost, and we're trying to find our way home.
Don't tell them anything but name, rank, and serial number.
Quiet, Alex.
We are Arcovians. Welcome to our city.
They seem friendly enough.
We'd better be polite and bow back to them.
Bow, Sebastian.
Seal all exits. Arrest all strangers. Block their escape.
Maybe they don't like the way we're bowing.
What's up? What did we do wrong?
You have stolen our Robotron.
The Robotron? Stolen?
How dare they?
We didn't take your old Robotron. We don't even know what it is.
It is our scientific space bank.
A computerized electric brain that stores all our advanced scientific knowledge.
If that knowledge falls into the wrong hands, the possessor could rule this entire galaxy.
We wouldn't know what to do with an electronic brain.
She wouldn't know what to do with a regular one. A little Earth joke.
No one else would dare steal it but strangers.
And they are strangers.
But we're friendly strangers.
Seize them.
Listen, gang, this place isn't healthy for us. 1, 2, 3, let's move.
Which way's our space capsule?
That way. No, this way.
I know. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Never mind. Come on, follow me.
You said it, Bleep.
Another dead end.
We're trapped. Any suggestions?
For one thing, stop listening to Alexandra.
Bleep, it's up to you to help us.
Bleep's making visible sound waves.
Keep it up, Bleep.
How about that? A sound wave wall.
Bleep, you're a space angel.
That's nothing. Sebastian could have figured out something.
The Arcovians can't get in, but we can't get out.
I think someone's gonna help us out.
A clamshell bucket.
How does that grab you, Alan?
It's gonna grab all of us.
Open up!
Cut it out!
Going up.
Into the dome with them.
It's dark in here.
Hang on.
Glad to, Alan.
That's my arm, little sister.
There must be a way out.
Oh, sure. We're just going to float out of here on thin air.
That's it. There has to be an air duct somewhere. Maybe we can climb through it.
There it is.
A lot of good that does. How are we going to get up there?
I've got an idea.
If that works, I'll eat those drumsticks.
Ready, Bleep?
Bleep, 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 bleep. He says he's ready.
Ready, Alan?
Ready.
Fire!
Good work, Bleep. A perfect landing.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Would you like a little salt on your drumstick?
All right, Bleep. Lower away.
Okay, we're all here.
Well, I am. I guess.
Let's get back to the spaceship before anybody grabs it. Let's go!
Uh-oh. They're guarding our spaceship.
Now it's their spaceship.
We've got to clear ourselves by finding out who really took the Robotron. Come on, let's get back to the palace and see if we can find any clues. All clear.
Okay, gang. Let's split up and see what we can find. See anything?
No.
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 No clues here. Nothing but purple footprints.
That's a clue.
Oh, so that's what a clue looks like. Just like a footprint.
Follow the clues, gang.
Let's see where they go.
They go straight to that window.
And only one kind of person comes in through a window.
A window washer.
No, a thief.
So the prints must belong to the thieves. Come on!
The thief must have stepped into something purple and gooey.
Purple and gooey? What could that be?
Look, there's our answer.
Purple mountains.
That's where the thieves came from.
Even the river is purple.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get after them.
They must be somewhere in this canyon. Come on.
I have a feeling we're being watched.
Yeah, from those caves?
I don't see anyone.
Me either, but still...
Oh, there is somebody. Hello there. Hello there.
Forget it, Melody. It's only an echo of your voice.
Oh, I knew I recognized it. It was so friendly.
Let's keep going.
Look, a catapult.
And filled with purple dust.
Maybe it was used to catapult that dust into Arco.
If it was, the thieves could be close by.
Very clever observation, my dear brother.
We're also in trouble.
Looking for something?
No, we're just admiring the scenery.
They're just admiring the scenery.
They've got purple feet.
And I'm getting cold feet. Let's get out of here.
For once, Alex, I agree with you. Nice meeting you, folks.
We've seen enough scenery. Goodbye.
This way.
I'd say they're hopping mad.
Oops, wrong way.
Sorry, there is no escape.
All right, Bleep. Do your stuff. They've got Bleep.
I think they've got us, too.
You are now our prisoners.
Who are you people?
Canyonians.
Canyonians. Gee, that's a tongue twister. But I'll bet you can't say Peter Piper picked a peck of...
Quiet!
I wonder what our purple-footed pals are planning to do with us.
Well, they're sure planning to do something. Hey, they're arguing with somebody.
Who?
Can't see his face.
The Robotron is ours.
It is mine. It was my sleep dust that incapacitated the Arcovians so that you could carry it away.
So he's the brains behind the robbery.
His voice is familiar. I've heard that voice before. But where?
If we could only get a look at him.
With the knowledge stored in the Robotron, I can rule the galaxy.
We will rule the galaxy.
I command you to turn it over to me.
He commands. No one commands Gorgog.
You will regret this, Gorgog.
We've got to get out of here and find out who he is, so we can clear ourselves with the Arcovians.
How are we ever going to get past those giggling wild men?
With music.
Music? Now?
Right. Don't they say that music soothes the savage beast?
Who said that? I never did.
Yes, that's brilliant, Josie. We try to calm them down by playing a rock number. Right?
Right.
Right.
Wrong.
Wrong?
Right. We don't have our musical instruments with us.
We'll make some rock instruments.
Sure. This rock can be a drum.
And these could be guitars.
Ha. What are you going to use for strings?
How about these stringy vines?
Terrific.
Hey, did you have yourself a day? Hey, did you make each minute pay?
It's working.
from cave.
Move the rocks so we can hear better. Where did the sound go?
Now, gang, let's us go.
There they are. Catch them.
Where's Val? She's gone.
There they are, the strangers.
We're surrounded
But that way is blocked.
by the Arcovians.
And here come the Canyonians.
And there go our chances.
Seize them. They are friends of the Canyonians.
I hope I can work this thing.
They stole the Robotron.
That voice.
Yes, it's the same one we heard talking to the Canyonians.
Rulo, their own prime minister.
He's the real thief. He and the Canyonians stole your Robotron.
Pay them no heed. Take them away.
Here come his partners now.
I hope this stops those Canyonians. Fire one!
Someone is at the catapult.
Hey, it could be Valerie.
Blobs away. I'll get the hang of this yet. A perfect strike. That's how your leader put you to sleep and then had the Canyonians steal your Robotron.
Well, Rulo?
I warn you not to listen to them. They are strangers.
Look at his hands. They're covered with the purple dust.
She speaks the truth. Rulo, you are finished.
That was great, Valerie. You saved all of us.
I'd have done it with one try.
Hooray for Valerie! She caught that thief purple-handed.
Now that we have our Robotron back, you're welcome to stay.
No thanks. We have to get back home, to Earth.
If we can find it.
Oh, that's easy. You just go eeny, meeny, miny.
Not now, Melody.
All set, Val?
Systems go.
Maybe if we change direction here, we'll be on the right course for Earth.
I wonder.
Let me help you with that map, Alan.
No thanks, Alexandra. We can figure it out by ourselves.
I just wanted to help.
Okay, help by putting this valuable sample away.
Valuable? Diamonds? Rubies?
No, Alexandra, it's
Dust. Purple sleep dust. I'm not a housemaid for some dust.
Bless you.
Let me at the... controls.
No way, Alexandra.
Val's in charge.
The purple dust
Has struck again.
Good night, sis.
Sleep tight. Bleep, 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 bleep.
Anyway, she won't be trying to steer for a while.
Thanks to Sebastian, we were saved by a sneeze.
Josie's on a rocket ride. Pussycats are by her side. Baby is the kooky guy. Come along and dig the chase with the pussycats in outer space. The pussycats in outer space.
I drive a Ford pickup because my daddy told me they're built tough. Right, Daddy?
Right, and I bought a Ford pickup because my daddy told me they were built tough. Right, Daddy?
Yep. And I drive a Ford pickup because my daddy told me they were built tough. Right, Daddy?
That's right, yeah. My daddy came to Texas in a covered wagon. I had to learn about Fords on my own. I'm a smart old bird, ain't I?
Of all Ford trucks registered over the last 12 years, 93 out of 100 are still on the job.
it take, Muskie?
I think it's just about ready, Vance.
Don't anybody move! You're all under arrest!
You most scared us to death, Deputy Dog. What in tarnation are we under arrest for?
For helping yourselves to half the vegetables in my garden. That's what's for.
But we didn't take any of your vegetables, Deputy.
Oh, yeah? Then what's cooking in this pot?
Ooh. Dag nabbit, can't I wash my only pair of pants in peace?
I apologize, Muskie, but you boys know how I look forward to my homemade vegetable soup every year. Hoo-wee! Somebody else must be raiding my garden.
Hey, Muskie, old Deputy Dog always shares his delicious homemade soup with us. And if someone's taking his vegetables...
I know just what you're going to say, Vance.
Everything's okay so far. Just wait till that vegetable mooching varmint shows up again. I'll fill him so full of lead he'll...
What happened? What happened?
Sounded like a shot to me. Hold it there, Deputy Dog. That's a scarecrow we brought over to help guard your garden, boy.
I thought it was a garden-raiding monster.
Let's stand it up over here, Deputy Dog. It might help.
That thing's enough to scare any varmint away. This was a real good idea, boys.
Hey, what is that thing? Somebody's grandfather? And where did he get those snappy clothes?
It's a cotton-picking scary crow.
A scarecrow? Well, why isn't everybody scared? I know I'm scared to death. In fact, I'm scared enough for all of us.
Smart Alec Rabbit.
Hey, that old boy had some nice-looking vegetables there. Vegetables! Come back here, you cotton-picking garden grabber!
Something happened?
Deputy Dog found out who's been raiding his garden. Did you catch him, boy?
No. He's as fast as a streak of greasy lightning.
Well, I guess this old scarecrow won't bother him none.
It might, Muskie. It just might. You boys get in the jailhouse out of sight. And if that cotton-picking cottontail shows up again, I'll pounce right on top of him.
Timber!
Did you get him, boy?
Nope, but he got me. Bring me some lumber and tools. I'm gonna fence that varmint out. Thanks, boys. Now all we have to do is guard the doorway.
Hey, you stand back, all you guys. It's hippity-hop to the vegetable shop. And guess who? You.
Oh, no, you don't.
Aha, you didn't know I was the original baseball kid. Thrown out at home.
Dagnabbit!
Oh, wait. I wonder what old Deputy Dog will do now.
I'll show you what I'm gonna do. This cotton-picking anvil ought to stop that varmint.
Heads up, gang. It's Daddy Long-Ears coming at you again. You.
Ooh, that's annoying.
What happened now, Muskie?
Need you ask, Vance? Need you ask?
Hey, Muskie! Hey, Vance! Bring me all the stovepipes out of the jail, boys!
Stovepipes? Well, what's he gonna cook up now? Come on, Vance.
Everything all set, Muskie?
Just like you said, Deputy Dog.
Do you suppose this means they don't want me in there? Well, we'll put a stop to that. You.
Now, Muskie! Now, Vince! Open the cell door, Muskie! I got me a prisoner there, boy! No cotton-picking cottontail outsmarts old Deputy Dog.
Where's the referee? I'm gonna sue. I was hit by a runaway train.
Well, you'll have time to figure that out. Exactly 30 days.
Come and get it, Deputy Dog. This big pot of delicious homemade vegetable soup is ready and waiting.
Here I come, boys.
Just a doggone minute there, mister. You got my husband locked up in there?
Yes, sir, ma'am. For 30 days.
Well, according to the law around here, you have to look out for his family while he's in your jail.
Phew, she's right.
Eat hearty, children.
Say now, what's going to be left for us, Dee?
A nice, clean pot.
All right, we got to get busy. Clean this place up before the new tenants come in.
Right, you are so right.
Well, then go ahead. Right, you are so right.
Take it easy.
Give me a hand with this ladder here.
Which hand?
Put it on that. What do you mean? Oh. Now you see what you did? Get out of here! Who threw that bomb?
Oh, Napoleon, you're a mess, ain't you, boy? Well, we'll get you. Make you look nice, 'cause I know I read all about you. A little right there. Now, Nappy, was that nice? And you used to be my favorite general. You're going to get in trouble doing that. I hate you. Oh, let me see. What's this over here? Well, my. Oh, Mom, get in there.
What?
Is there something in there? Is there, huh? Is there? Oh, that don't hurt us, Mr. Armour. We didn't do it.
We didn't do anything honest.
No. I know you didn't, Mo. It's me, some joke, eh?
Some joke, yeah. Funny! Why, you... Oh! Why don't you take it off? You're liable to get cooked under this thing here.
Yeah.
What's that thing?
The mace.
Mace? Oh! I'll mace you in a minute. Oh, I wasn't really scared.
You weren't?
I don't even know the meaning of the word fear.
Well, that sounds pretty stupid if you ask me.
I didn't ask you.
Oh.
All I'm doing is asking you to sit back and watch us face real danger.
Yeah.
All right, Frizzletop, give me a hand with this thing.
Oh, I hope this works.
You got any last words? Comments to make, Featherbrain?
Yeah. How do I get out of this?
Never mind. Let's get this thing off the ground. Stand by for takeoff. Contact.
Oh!
Pump, you knucklehead. Well, back to the old bicycle shop.
Yeah.
Ready for blast off?
Do I have a choice?
Contact and cut her loose. It's obvious to me we need a pilot.
And a new bicycle.
Careful with that gas, lunkhead.
You know, if this thing works, we can call it a blimpsicle.
And if it doesn't work, you get a bopsicle. Okay, you jughead, start pumping. There he goes.
We'll be famous.
We'll build 1,000,000 of them.
Yeah, this is progress. Nothing can stop us.
We might get some competition from the railroads.
I don't get the connection.
Hurley just did.
Oh, well, you can't win them all.
We can't win none of them.
Back to the old bicycle shop. You think we're up high enough?
Knock it off, will you? That kind of talk will give aviation a bad name.
I'm ready.
Okay, I got the pilot's checklist right here. Feet on pedals.
Ouch!
Safety belt fastened.
Ouch!
Seat adjusted for takeoff.
Ooh!
Wait a minute, lame brain. You're supposed to say check. Why do you keep saying ouch?
Somebody left the tack on the bicycle seat.
Stand by for launch.
Good, I'm hungry.
I mean this, you bubble brain.
Here we go again. I know. Back to the old bicycle shop.
How do you like that? We knock ourselves out to invent a machine that flies, and along come a couple of wise guys and grab all the glory. Come on, I got an idea.
There's a dangerous statement.
Well, there's that doggy hawk.
And there's those Wright brothers. They're taking off.
Strange.
How can they fly without bicycle power?
Come on, you jugheads. Pump faster. Pump faster.
It's no use. They're too fast for us.
Oh, yeah? Get out your secret power, Curly.
Aye, aye, sir.
What the heck was that contraption, Wilbur?
One of those newfangled jets, Orville.
No need to worry, Wilbur. They'll never catch on. Mo. Oh, Larry's making funnies again, eh? I'll show him a thing or two or three. Come out of there.
Hi.
Oh, boy. Is Mo going to give it to you when you get out of there? Oh, boy. Wait a minute. If you're out here, how could you be in... Hey, Mo. Hey, Mo.
Don't bother me.
No, but this is...
Come on, leave me alone. Play games with me, huh? Yeah!
Start with our golden macaroni made from special durum wheat. Boil for 7 minutes. Drain and add the flavor of sharp aged cheddar. Kraft makes it all so easy. Now take credit for a home-cooked family favorite that costs only pennies a serving. No wonder it's America's favorite packaged dinner. Kraft macaroni and cheese. A great idea for good cooks on a budget.
Regular programming will not be seen at this time, so we may bring you the Mad Magazine TV special. With the Automobile Manufacturer of the Year, the Academy Awards for Parents, Mad X-Raving, The Odd Father, a peek behind the scenes at a hospital, and the kind of garbage you've learned to expect from Mad's usual gang of idiots. The Mad Magazine TV special is brought to you by...
Hello there. I'm Howard K. Bluntly, speaking to you from Detroit, Michigan. We're here for another interview with people who make America great. Our guest today is Mr. Edsel Lemon, the famous industrial tycoon who was recently named as Mad's Auto Manufacturer of the Year. Well, seeing all these new cars rolling out of the plant, I'd assume that business is very good these days, Mr. Lemon.
No, business is very rotten these days. Those are last year's cars rolling back into the plant to have their mechanical defects fixed. Some layout, huh? We've got 38,000 men working on the assembly line. 15,000 engineers designing expensive new accessories, and one kid who comes in after school to work on our anti-pollution device. This is the bumper section.
Oh.
Those men are about to attach a bumper to a car.
Well, I had no idea a bumper was so heavy that it takes 6 men to carry it.
Oh, no, that's not because it's so heavy. Those 6 men are carrying it as a safety precaution. It's so brittle, if they ever drop it, it'll shatter into a million pieces. This is our accessory department, where we design all the innovations like these power seat covers, the electric ashtrays, and the Spiro Agnew dashboard clock.
I see. And who needs these accessories?
Our dealers. How do you expect them to get rich if they can't sell at least $3,000 worth of accessories to go with every $2,000 car?
And that man, I take it, is trying to make some new accessory from transistorized components?
No. He's double-checking the fine print in our new car warranty to make sure that everything that could go wrong is always the customer's fault. Hop in, I'll take you over to the proving grounds where we're testing the prototypes of our new models.
Fine.
Every model prototype must successfully cover this very dangerous obstacle course. Now, the test driver starts the car at the top of that hill there and rolls it nearly 500 feet to the bottom.
But I don't see any obstacles.
Are you kidding? That's enough of an obstacle. If our prototype can go 500 feet without falling apart, we put it into production. Now, I'd like to show you our safety research department.
Well, you've certainly got it in a beautiful building, I must...
No, this isn't it. This is our executive indoor golf course. Safety research is over there. This is George. He's working on new safety belts.
That's right. As you know, the average car has 2 safety belts in front. Well, we've added 5 more belts. One runs from the dashboard to the rear window, one runs from the engine to the trunk, one runs from the roof to the floorboard, one runs...
Those 5 extra belts should really make passengers safe.
Oh, who cares about passengers? We're using them to hold the car together.
What about the pollution problem, Mr. Lemon? What are you doing about exhaust fumes that foul our air?
I'm happy to report that next year we are doing something. We are following the lead of cigarette manufacturers.
You mean like putting a filter on the end of the exhaust pipe to trap the dangerous gases?
No, like putting a sticker on the side of every car. Breathing in auto exhaust fumes may be hazardous to your health.
Then, basically, you don't go along with Henry Ford's idea on automobile production.
Who's Henry Ford?
Well, he discovered that by keeping the same design year after year, he could afford to sell cars for $300
No wonder I never heard of him. I don't associate with commie radicals. Come on, I'll drive you home.
Fine. I've been looking at ads for your cars, and I hate to say it, but they're misleading and deceptive.
Deceptive? Did you say deceptive?
Deceptive.
What are you talking about?
They say your cars are durable and dependable. You just showed me your cars, and they're neither durable nor dependable.
Oh, I know, but what difference does that make? Even if we made good, fast, dependable cars, who'd ever know it when there's no room for them to move anyway?
I see what you mean.
This is Howard K. Bluntly signing off.
Mama's little snookum starling, sweetie, honey, baby. Bathing time is over. Time to get dry and ready for Betty Boy. First, we take out the little rubber dollies.
Honestly, Edna, don't you think you're spoiling that duck a little? you hear about the new trailer camp they opened up about 5 miles down the road? It's a heck of a lot nicer than this place. I'm moving down there.
Really? I'm going too.
So am I.
Me too. Wait.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
Good Lord. Ooh, this man's been run over by a steamroller. Get him to the hospital, quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mad's Academy Awards for Parents. Here in this overstuffed, garishly decorated living room, Mr. and Mrs. Wilbur Nasel, overlooking their other 3.5 uncomfortable rooms, we have gathered to honor those people whose acting performances best illustrate the time-honored and traditional concepts of parenthood. Now, the winner will receive his lovely 14-carat solid gold-plated statuette, the Mommy. And now, on with the show! The nominees are, for Best Supporting Actress in a Teenager's Sloppy Room, Mrs. Elsie Gladbuck for her memorable performance in You're Just Impossible.
What do you think I am? Your personal maid? You think all I have to do is pick up after you? Your friends should see how you keep your room. I'll bet their rooms are neat. I'll bet their rooms are clean. I'll bet their rooms are worse. Don't change the subject. It's your room that I'm talking about.
For Best Adaptation of an Original Getting Rid of the Kid for the Summer Routine, Mrs. Alice Corker for her heart-rending scene in It's You We're Thinking Of.
Darling, your leaving hurts us more than it hurts you. How do you think we'll feel all summer long without our little man around the house? But don't worry about us. We're happy to sacrifice so you can have a wonderful summer at camp.
But what if I hate camp?
You'll write us all about it while we're in Europe.
For Best Original Score in the typical coming late for supper song and dance, Mrs. Hortense Inlay for her inspiring number in I Could Drop Dead for All You Care.
What do you care that I sweat all day over a hot stove? You were supposed to be home half an hour ago. Instead of waltzing in late, you should get down on your hands and knees and be grateful you have such a devoted mother. Well, this is the end. For all I care, you can eat your dinner cold.
What are we having for dinner?
Tuna fish salad.
For special effects in the You Kids Today Have No Respect for Money category, Mrs. Phyllis Freeble for her touching performance in Upset? Who's upset?
You think it bothers me that you play football in your brand new suit? You think I care that it costs $65 of your father's hard-earned money? You think I'm upset that it'll take $15 or $20 to reweave it? You think I'm disturbed that you disobeyed my orders? You think I'm angry?
Gee, Mom, I knew you'd understand.
The winner is Mrs. Richard Klaus for her brilliant reversal in I Get No Help Around Here.
Who do you think you are, the queen from Sheba? Is it beneath you to help with the dishes? Are you afraid you'll soil your dainty little hands? Well, from now on, everyone in this house does her share, or else she can move out. Whoopee! I'll move out. Don't you get sarcastic with me, young lady.
Well, that's it, folks. As Mad's Academy Awards for Parents draw to a close, and the recipients and hopefuls rush for the exit so they can get home quick and start screaming and raving and carrying on, trying to qualify for next year's coveted awards, we bid you all goodbye. Bye.
In that room for 2 weeks. How come they're all rushing in now?
It's tip time. Nurses can smell patients who are checking out a mile away.
I guess you're right. 4 of them are from another hospital.
The heart patient in 413 just had a serious relapse. What happened?
Well, he rang the button over his head for a nurse, and one actually showed up.
Miss Fuddle, you've got the name tags on these babies all mixed up. Now we'll never know which infant is which.
Don't worry. The mothers will never know either. Hey, who put a lock on this bathroom door? Bathroom doors in hospitals are not supposed to have locks.
I know. They're taking all the fun out of nursing. Now how can we walk in unexpectedly and embarrass the patients?
Ready to operate, Doctor.
Okay, Mr. Gumbill, now just drink this glass of whiskey and bite down on this bullet. We'll have that little old gallbladder out in a jiffy.
Maybe I better check the credentials of this new anesthesiologist.
How awful. If only he could have held on for another hour.
Why? Is his doctor coming?
No, we could have charged him for an extra day.
Nurse, what's the idea of allowing Mr. Fulbus to fall asleep? You know he's supposed to have the medication I prescribed at precisely 8 p.m.
I'm sorry, Doctor. It won't happen again.
Okay. Now wake him up and give him the sleeping pills.
I gave the patient lunch, and he threw up.
Well, that's not unusual, considering the food in this hospital. Try feeding him intravenously.
I did.
And?
His vein threw up.
Melissa? Come on, try again. Now, this has been going on for 3 days now. Why can't you admit this patient?
Well, he hasn't been able to tell us his Blue Cross number.
But these charges are ridiculous. $30 for a box of monogram stationery and $250 for a donation to your new Sarah J. Fingerhut Memorial Pavilion.
But, sir, one of our solicitors sold these to you right after you came up from the recovery room.
I don't remember that at all.
Of course you wouldn't. You were delirious at the time.
How dare you charge me for a private room when my bed was in the corridor?
Because yours was the only bed in the corridor. Where are you going with that garbage?
I'm taking it out to dump it.
Idiot! That garbage isn't garbage going out. That garbage is food coming in.
I propose to toast to Don Vito Minestrone, the biggest syndicate leader in the country.
Hey, you. I'm with the Syndicate Anti-Defamation League. Don't you know you're not supposed to use the word syndicate in this picture?
Oh, sorry. How about a toast to Don Vito Minestrone, the biggest racketeer and miter in the country?
That's better.
What a fantastic makeup job. How do they ever get him to look so old? I can't believe it's really Marlo Brandon.
Oh, yeah, that's Marlo Brandon, all right.
Oh, Papa, I'm so happy on my wedding day. Why aren't you happy, too? Why do you look so pained?
You think it's easy to see a little girl grow up? You think it's easy to give her away to another man? You think it's easy to talk with 8 pounds of cotton in your cheeks? What's on the agenda today, Haven?
There are people waiting to ask favors of you.
Okay, bring them in one at a time and have them pay their respects to the odd father.
This is Mr. Bongiorno.
Donna Minestrone, I kneel and kiss your ring. So far, so good. And I grovel at your feet. Not bad. And I lick your left shoe. Okay, now show some respect. Dear and illustrious Adifar, manipulator of the world, the government's most exalted of the personages, hallowed be thy name. Beautiful. Now what can I do for you on this holy occasion? I want you to rub out the 2 lousy things. Okay. Oh, Donna Minestrone, how can I ever thank you? Swear to me on your mother's grave that when I ask you for a favor, you will grant it. Mother's grave? My mother, she isn't dead yet. Just remember that when I ask for a favor. Now crawl out of here, others are waiting. Number 2, who got number 2?
This is Angie Maggio.
Santa Lucia! Santa Lucia! It's a miracle, a miracle.
What's a miracle?
I just met the only Italian in the world who can sing. What can I do for you?
There's a great part in a new movie that I want, but the producer won't give it to me.
Haven, tell the producer to give Mr. Maggio the part or I break his back.
Oh, thank you, Art Father. Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia.
Haven, tell Mr. Maggio to stop singing or I break his mouth. I'm worried about Plazzo. I think there's going to be bloodshed between his family and ours.
Hey, look at the big car barreling down the street. Maybe it's them.
Don't worry, that's not them. Don't worry, that's not them. Now you can worry.
Is he dead? Did those two hoods in the big black car gun him down? Well, not exactly. When they got within 50 feet of him, a mugger who was stealing a woman's purse ran into the path of a hijacked truck going the wrong way at a one-way street, which swerved into a drug push, a stolen motorcycle, and they all fell on top of him. In other words, he died of natural causes. Natural causes? In New York, that's a natural cause. Hey, wait a minute. He's not dead after all. He's trying to speak. What's he saying? It's hard to tell. He's hurt so bad he's mumbling, so I can't understand him. I got news for you. He talks like that when he's not hurt, too. How's my father, Doc?
Well, he's retching, and he's gasping for breath, and he's moaning a lot.
He's fighting for his life?
No, he's fighting for an Oscar.
It's me, Micron.
How you been, son?
Fine, Pop. I'm engaged to a swell girl. I'm tops of my class at law school, and in my spare time, I work for United Charities.
I'm sorry I asked.
Oh, Pop, don't start him again. I mean, just because I believe in law and order, get out of here with your dirty mouth. But, Pop,
get the stranger out. Bring me his sons.
Papa, sometimes you get me so angry, I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself. Because you know what I feel like doing right now? I feel like killing you. I feel like killing my own father.
Hey, my boy's gonna be all right.
Micron, with Pop in a hospital and his gang war going on, we need you. It's time you join a family business.
But, Cindy, I have great aspirations. I'm going to be a governor or a senator.
Listen, kid, if you want to be a big-time criminal like a governor or a senator, you got to start at the bottom and work yourself up. We want you to meet Plazzo in Charlie's restaurant.
The way I see it, Micron, is if your family wants to stay healthy, you better come in on a narcotics deal, huh? Hey, what's the matter? You looking nervous.
Me? Oh, no, I'm not Plazzo, Mr. Nervous. I mean,
Well, what's with you? Now where you going, huh?
Oh, I'll be right back. I just got to go to the gun room. The men's room. I almost blew it. Oh, boy, am I scared. Now, where did they stash the gun? Maybe they left me a message. Hey, here's something written on the wall. Here I sit, broken-hearted. No, that's not it. Got it. Okay, now all I gotta do is remember what they taught me. Walk out calmly, go up to Plazzo, shoot him twice in the head, drop the gun, and leave. That's simple enough. Be calm, be cool, and above all, don't panic! What happened? Some maniac came out of the men's room firing a gun. Looks like he shot everybody in the place. Everybody but Plazzo. How did he get it? From complications brought on by eating too much scungili, veal parmigiani, and lasagna. In other words, he died of natural causes. Natural causes. In an Italian restaurant, that's natural causes.
It's great to have you home again, Papa. And I got good news. Micron took care of Plazzo.
My little boy's first killing. I'm so proud of him. Remind me to have his gun bronze. Where's he now? In Sicily, waiting for the heat to die down?
No, in the bathroom, waiting for his stomach to die down.
You dumb tomato, how can you serve me this slop? I told you I wanted chicken tetrazzini, pepperoni, ravioli, vermicelli, manicotti.
I know. But for breakfast?
What's that, Kenny? Carly beat you up again? That dirty fink, I'll kill him. Hold him till I get there. What? I don't know how. Hit him over the head with a lamp or push him down the stairs. Just don't do anything rash.
Why are we following Cindy?
Don Minestrone suspects Carly is working for Linguini and maybe setting Cindy up. So we gotta protect him and, uh-oh, too late.
Poor Cindy. Papa knew it would happen to him one of these days. Papa warned him so many times.
You mean that Don was right? Those were Linguini's men in disguise?
No, they were real toll collectors. Papa must have told him 1,000 times, never go up to a toll booth with a $20 bill.
I call this meeting of all the families because my heart is broken.
My son Cindy's dead, and my boy Micron has been in exile in a bathroom for 6 months. Now, between us, we control the nation's gambling, prostitution, narcotics. Without us, this whole country would come to a standstill. I say it's time to get this country moving again. This war must end. We must stop destroying each other and start destroying us plain ordinary citizens again, like normal American businessmen. Agreed?
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, agreed. I got to do that, too. You only have to kiss him. You don't have to marry him.
At last, there's no more war between the families, and now I can live to a ripe old age in peace.
You chased me, Grandpa?
Of course I chase you, Angie, my little grandson. And then we will play some syndicate kiddie games like hide and think and cops and good guys.
Oh. The odd father is dead. He suffered a heart attack chasing little Angie. He was a kind man, a gentle soul, a good-hearted person and a decent human being.
Did he say any last words before he died?
Yeah, he wants someone to lean on the kid.
Boys, with Don Minestrone dead, I'm taking over as head of all the families.
Not so fast, Linguini.
It's Micron Minestrone is back from the bathroom. He's beginning to act like the odd father.
Now let's get things straight. I'm in charge here.
He's beginning to look like the odd father.
And from now on, what I say goes. Do I make myself clear?
He's even beginning to sound like the odd father.
And I got plans, big plans. We're gonna make millions.
He is the odd father.
Now, here's what we're gonna do. We're going legit. We're going into show business. We're gonna make a movie about us. Can't you just see it now? Theater owners everywhere will show it, or else.
Yeah.
Critics everywhere will love it, or else.
Yeah.
And people everywhere will be standing in line waiting to see it, or else.
Yeah.
And it will win an Academy Award, or else.
Yeah.
Now, we'll start the movie off at my sister Connie's wedding, and then what'll happen...
The Mad Magazine TV special has been brought to you by... Of trash cannot in any way, shape, or form be interpreted as constructive programming.
Walmart's Super Inflation Buster Sale blasts through the inflation barrier with big discount savings on hundreds of everyday items. Like Conair's Lots of Curls Curling Iron, now just $3.93. Renews its 6-ounce air freshener, only 31 cents. Kleenex tissue discount priced to just 48 cents. Colgate 9-ounce toothpaste, only $1. And Cordite Heavy Gauge 26-gallon trash can liners, just 96 cents for the 20-count box. For Super Inflation Buster savings on hundreds of items. Shop Walmart now through Saturday.
Get on board on the Great Space Coaster. We'll explore a comet ride, a fantasy, to a place where dreams fly fast and free.
With new friends and new things to see.
We'll spin you through the galaxy on the Great Space Coaster. great space coaster, off we go.
Get on board, step inside, soaring for a magic ride.
Roaring toward the other side, where only rainbows hide. On the great space coaster. 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 Off we go.
So much for the NOCA National News. And now, the weather report. If it doesn't rain, the sun will shine. And if it isn't a nasty day, tomorrow should be fine. This is Hey! What are the balloons for? This is Riddle!
Those are weather balloons, Gary.
What do you mean, weather balloons?
Well, they're very scientific. They can tell you the weather.
Well, how can they do that?
Well, pick up one of those balloons, Gnu.
Okay, here. Like this?
Yeah. Is the balloon wet?
No, it's not wet.
Well, then, you know that if your weather balloon's not wet, it's not raining.
That isn't really scientific, Riddle. Please leave.
Okay, take that balloon right there.
Which one? This one here?
Yeah, the red one.
Yeah?
Okay.
Right.
How do you suppose it got red?
I don't know.
Well, the weather balloon is red because it has a sunburn.
Now you take this out of my studio. Get these balloons out of here.
Hey, this balloon right here. Take that one.
What,
okay?
This blue balloon?
Yeah, the blue balloon. You know why it's blue?
No, why?
Because it went out in the cold and all the hot air inside froze.
Riddle, why don't you take your hot air outside?
Well, this weather balloon is many colors, Gnu, because it ran into a rainbow with the flu, and the rainbow coughed all over it, and the balloon caught its colors.
Riddle!
Look at this one. Yeah, struck by lightning.
Get out of my studio! Now! Go!
You know, you could really use me, Gnu, to jazz up your weather reports.
There is no jazz on my show, Riddle. This Gnu marches to the beat of a different drummer. What? I didn't say plumber. I said drummer. Drummer.
You can't control your own crew, Gnu. Well, why should you have your own show and your own studio and everything?
Because this time is Gnow. This is a happy Gnu year.
Well, I'm going to start my own weather show, whether you like it or not. What do you think about that?
You know what I think about that? I think it comes under the heading of monkey see, monkey don't.
Listen, why should you have your new suits and suits to wear?
'Cause a Gnu has to have Gnu suits. It's either a Gnu suit or a birthday suit.
I don't want to be your weather monkey, please.
Absolutely not. You're a Gnutsence who's sure to bring nothing but bad Gnu.
Then I'll start my own show then.
How are you going to do that, Riddle? You don't even have a studio.
Well, wait and see, Gnu. I'll have a bigger audience than you.
Always remember, no Gnus is good Gnus with Gary.
But the weather is better with Riddle Gorilla.
Stop popping those Stop popping those I hate the noise almost as much as I hate the nose. Get out of here, Riddle. Get out right now.
Balloon. And now, WWWW. The first all-weather radio station is on the air with all weather all the time. And speaking of air, the quality must be pretty good. What Riddle can't seize won't make you cough and wheeze. And now we'll have the latest weather report from our weathercopter pilot, Chuck Strongbox. Okay. What's What's the weather like from where you're at, Chuck? It's pretty good. Thanks a lot, Chuck. We'll check back with you later. That was Chuck Strongbox and our WWWW. Weathercopter. And now the WWWW. Weather poll. Shut up. We interviewed 80 tall people, and we asked them all the same questions. Hey, how's the weather up there? And here are some of their answers. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Thank you, tall people. And now...
Oh, what is this awful racket? I am trying to get my beauty sleep.
And now, it's the WWWW... Weather Rooster!
Rooster? Look again, monkey.
Well, what's the weather like, Weather Rooster?
The weather is pretty good.
Oh, pretty
and I am
good.
no rooster.
Pretty good. Did you hear that, listeners?
Griddle, will you get your ugly face out of here and let me get some sleep?
Well, you can't see my ugly face.
I removed my mask, Griddle, and we should put yours on.
Well, you can't see me because I'm on the radio. You can only hear me.
We sure can hear you, Griddle.
Yeah, Griddle, we're trying to practice. Could you keep it down?
Oh, you can't keep the weather down. You just got to keep it looking up.
What is all this?
Well, this is WWWW. There, the all-weather station. And now, back to Chuck Strongbutts in the Weathercopter.
Who?
Wow! What is all this noise, Griddle? I can hear it all the way over in my studio.
Well, this is my studio, and who invited you, Gnu?
Griddle, I don't see any studio.
Well, have you ever heard of closed-circuit TV?
Yeah.
Well, this is open-air radio. WWWW. The all-weather station. Huh, that ought to show you, Gnu.
All-weather radio, huh? Do you have the temperature of the riddle?
Temperature?
Yeah, hand me a thermometer, would you not now?
What? Oh, yes, dear.
Thermometer, yeah.
Here it is. All right.
And now, let's spin a few weather platters. It'll be singing in the rain, followed by let it snow, and let the sun...
Quiet, Griddle. If you talk, we can't get the right temperature.
Just as I thought.
Wow!
You're burning up, Griddle.
No, I'm not burning. My skin is naturally orange.
Burning with jealousy because Gary has his own TV studio and you don't.
What are those balloons?
Oh, those are my weather balloons. What color are they?
Green.
The color of Gnu.
Griddle, have you ever heard the expression green with envy?
Well, I guess so.
Well, do you know what it means?
Well, it means the grass is always greener in the Gnu studio.
Gnu's love green grass. It keeps our skin green and healthy.
Griddle, did you start this weather station because you really wanted to?
Heck no, I guess I was just jealous of Gary.
Well, I think it's pretty good, Griddle.
The station?
No, the weather.
WWW is on the air with a special weather bulletin. Maybe this idea was all wet.
Say, crew, what? What did the mama Gnu say to the papa Gnu when the baby Gnu was bad?
No sweat, Gary. She said, I don't need Gnus like that.
Wrong! What did the mama Gnu say to the papa Gnu when the baby Gnu was bad? She said, paddle your own canoe!
red apple from my tree?
There aren't any apples on your tree.
Well, I can see that. And do you know why there aren't any apples on my tree?
Why?
Because everybody keeps eating them, that's why.
But knock, you can't have any apples on your tree if you don't live in an apple tree.
Oh, well, I think this was an apple tree once, maybe.
Well, look, if you like apples, you're really gonna love this movie.
Oh.
Watch.
I just love green apples.
I like mine red.
Oh, greens are healthier. You know what they say, a grasshopper a day keeps the veterinarian away.
Did you know that they use worms as bait to catch fish?
Why on earth would anyone want to catch fish if they already had worms? The spot right now. A nice glass of warm worm. That is no way to solve the problem.
How would you solve it?
Oh, that's easy. I'd eat the squirmy little devil and all of his problems would be over.
We'll see if the movie has a happier ending.
Well, what's happier than that?
The Great Space Coaster is ready to take off. Hey.
Have a wonderful trip, Fred.
Bon voyage,
Daddy.
Wonderful time, everybody. Wait a minute. Aren't any of you going with me on the coaster trip?
We all are, Bax.
Well, how come you're wishing each other have a wonderful time?
It couldn't hurt, right?
Have a wonderful trip, Bax. Great. Well, get on board for a wonderful trip. And where we land this time is anybody's guess.
Off we go.
Who's blowing that whistle? Must be the lifeguard.
Rest period, everybody out of the water!
That lifeguard looks awfully familiar.
Oh, no! It's Garriddle!
Garriddle?
Come on.
Garriddle! More sun.
Garriddle!
Oh, hi!
I don't believe it.
Well, you better believe it. Around here, I'm the king of the beach.
King of the beach?
What's so funny?
Garriddle, I didn't even know you could swim.
Are you kidding? Take a look at these long arms. Yeah, you should see my backstroke.
Ooh, I'm impressed.
Yes.
King of the beach, yeah, he's king of the beach. He's so hip and so cool and so far to reach. King of the beach, yeah, he's king of the beach. He's so hip and so cool and so far to reach. King of the beach, yeah, he's king.
beach. He's so hip and so cool and so far to reach.
See me sitting high on my lifeguard stand with my trusty whistle, and I'm always dead. And all the pretty girls want to hold my hand, 'cause I'm the king of the beach.
King of the beach, yeah, he's king of the beach. He's so hip and so cool and so far to reach.
I'm the guy who knows where the hot dogs are. I'm the guy who tells you you're out too far. I'm the guy who comes on like a superstar, 'cause I'm the king of the beach.
He's the king of the beach.
Bow, bow, bow.
Dig those shades. Dig those binauts.
Dig those muscles, hard as rocks.
He's too much. He's the best.
Did you get a load of that hairy chest?
King of the beach, yeah, he's king of the beach. He's so hip and so cool and so far out of reach.
Listen to my megaphone. What a sound! I'm the most appealing guy around. I'm the guy you call on when you start to drown, 'cause I'm the king of the beach.
He's the king of the beach.
Say, Nutmut,
Yes?
do you know why salmon swim upstream in the autumn?
No, Gariddle. Tell me, why do salmon swim upstream in the autumn?
They can't afford bus tickets.
Ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest, Valerie Harper.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here on the Great Space Coaster, particularly because it's an opportunity for me to talk about a subject very close to my heart. Physical fitness.
Excuse me, Valerie, Val, baby, Miss Harper.
Griddle, yes, hi. Listen, if you could just excuse me for one moment, I have an important lecture that I want to give. Thank you. See you later.
Lecture? What? You're gonna lecture on television?
Well...
You wanna help get this show canceled? Put a poor gorilla out of work? Fine with me.
Griddle, do you mind?
No. Go on. It's your spot.
Thank you. It's my spot.
Yeah.
Folks, well, I still have... The reason I want to talk to you about physical fitness today is... Oh, no. All right, Gorilla. Okay, all right. Obviously, you have a point to make, which you haven't made yet. Okay,
Yeah.
so make it. Tell me what suggestions you have to improve my performance.
Oh, sure. Now she asked after she bombs out. Yeah.
Griddle!
Okay, look. You got a message to get across, right?
Right.
Then you want to tell everyone how important it is to exercise every day, right?
Exactly.
Okay, you want to impress upon them how important a regular balanced diet is, yes?
Got it,
And
yes.
how people who are physically fit tend to do better in school and in sports,
Oh,
too,
they
huh?
sure do, and it makes you feel better and look better and...
Okay, so now we know what you want to say.
Yeah. Good. Okay, so what's your suggestion on how I say it?
Well, you don't have to. We already did.
You know, you are one sneaky gorilla.
Yeah, I know, and adorable, too.
This is true.
Yeah. Listen. You know, there's another way to really drive your message home, too.
Really? How?
Yeah, sing.
Sing?
I'd love to. Get up. Ready? Every day.
Every day.
Rain or shine.
Rain or shine.
When I open my eyes.
Yeah.
What's the first thing I do every morning?
What?
Exercise.
Great. Up and down.
Up and down.
Side to side.
Side to side.
Stretch those arms to the sky.
Okay.
That's the best thing to do in the morning.
Really?
Exercise.
Sometimes I'll go jogging.
Sometimes I love to swim.
Sometimes I'll ride a bike.
Sometimes I take a hike.
Or work out at the gym. Yeah. Everyone. Everywhere.
If they really
are wise. Find the time is well worth spending.
That's right.
Yeah.
Flexing.
Stretching.
Reaching.
Bending.
Come on,
play soccer.
Baseball's also nice.
Yeah, sometimes I like to skate.
Yeah, skating can be great.
Except when on thin ice. Oh, no. Everyone and everywhere, if they really are wise, yeah, find that time is well worth spending. Flexing, stretching, reaching, bending.
Come on, Griddle.
Okay.
I see you're still pretending.
No, I'm not.
Exercise.
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 Exercise. Exercise. Exercise. Yeah. Exercise. 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 Oh, dear.
Out of shape, kid.
Roy, how about the rest of that movie?
You're a little early.
Oh, well, early bird that catches the displaced worm.
What's this, knock-knock?
How can you eat something long and slimy like a worm?
The same way you eat spaghetti. Slurp, slurp. Look at that, eating himself out of house and home.
Look, knock-knock, another one.
Yum, yum, seconds.
Hey, gang, what's going down? I said, yo, bro, who's making the scene? What's happening?
Who is this grease monkey? Yeah, and why is he asking so many questions?
Oh, come on, you guys, it's me, Garrido. How you like my new wheels?
Oh, so you're to blame for ruining band practice.
Band practice? What band practice? Nobody's here but you and Bax.
Sure, everybody went home. The noise from that motorized can opener drove them all away.
Oh, they're just jealous. You ought to try this baby out on the open road. The wind at your back. A couple of motorcycle groupies waiting on your doorstep.
And a couple of policemen waiting to pull you over for speeding.
Sounds nice, Garrido. I wish I could say the same thing about your bike.
What's wrong with
With
it?
all the noise it's making, it sounds like it needs a tune-up.
A tune-up?
Yeah.
I just bought this baby, and the guy who sold it to me assured me it's in tip-top shape. And listen to this.
Oh, yeah. You don't need a tune-up.
More like a tune down.
Hey, listen, Riddle. We're going to be having rehearsal again tomorrow. I'd really appreciate it if you keep that glorified lawnmower away from here.
Okay. You guys want to deny me of my only pleasure in life? That's okay. You won't let me ride my beautiful bike around the amphitheater? I understand. Go ahead. Be selfish. Even though tomorrow I might not be able to ride this bike anymore.
Why not?
Well, because I won't have any gas left after today.
Somehow I don't think we've seen the last of that bike. Gorilla, come back here.
All the smoke that's coming out of it.
Say, crew! What? Oh, what's green and found in Alaska and is very, very sad?
No sweat, Gary.
Yeah?
A lonesome pine.
Wrong! Ha! What's green and found in Alaska and is very, very sad? A lost canoe!
Cranky Gary!
There goes Ralph on his way to school, feeling like a fool. Poor Ralph, poor Ralph. Why is he going so slow? Why is he lagging behind? I'll tell you why. It's 'cause this guy has got a major problem on his mind.
Why didn't I do my homework? Why didn't I get it done? Why couldn't I sit and work a little bit instead of running around having so much fun? Why didn't I do my homework? Why didn't I see it through? Why didn't I write that book report last night? Well, I tell the teacher when it's due. Oh, I know, the dog. That's it, my dog. I'll blame it on my dog. I'll say that Bowser late last night just had this super appetite and ate up everything in sight, including my report, the hog. Yeah, I'll blame it on my dog. That's what I'll tell my teacher. But can I look her in the eye when she says,
Ralph Malloy, are you sure? That's not a lie.
why didn't I do my homework? Why didn't I get it done? Why couldn't I sit and work a little bit instead of running around having so much fun? Why didn't I do my homework? Why didn't I see it through?